Hello. My name is Jason Allen. I am a realtor and real estate planner based in Palm Springs, California. Today is Monday, August 21, 2023. It's the day after Tropical Storm Hillary rolled through Palm Springs and the Coachella Valley, as well as the Inland Empire in general. And oh boy, it's been a busy day. I'm starting this a little bit later than normal because I've been running around town all morning, checking on houses of friends and clients that don't live in the desert full time, just to make sure they don't have any water damage that needs to be addressed right away. So here we are. I am going to share with you my screen, and we're going to look at some numbers for Cathedral City. If you haven't joined me before, this is what I do on a weekly basis, I go over numbers, I break it down into specific cities in the Coachella Valley, and today is Cathedral City. So as I like to do as I roll through this is to start with unit sales. You can see where we have sold more homes this month in Cathedral City. That's good news. Our median sales price is down a little bit, 6.25%, 6.5% almost. And our inventory is up 75 units. Now, if you think about how many people are out buying houses, that's not a whole lot of inventory. And in fact, I'm going to jump down here. We've got a 3.5 months supply of inventory. That's not a lot. So going through the rest of these numbers, homes are staying on the market a little bit longer. 50 days, up 117% since last year, comparing this month to this year to this month last year. And by I say this month, I mean, it says July. We don't have August numbers. We're still only at the 21st. So naturally, we don't have August's numbers. So we look at the previous months. Sales to list price, 98.7%. Now that is for homes that are sold within the first 30 days, or those that don't have a price reduction. In the case of those that have had at least one price reduction, 97.7, still very close to the original asking price. Now, mind you, these are averages. So we do have some folks that are taking big price reductions, and then others that are actually getting more than what they ask. If you look over here, sales above list price, 56%. So more than half of the houses that are going on the market are actually getting more money for them. That's buoying these numbers. Whereas these folks that are taking 60 days or 90 days, those are the folks that are seeing price reductions. And if you'll pay close attention, 92%, that means 8% of the homes that go on the market are not selling in the first 90 days. What does that mean? They're either staying longer, 110 days, 120 days, or they're expiring or canceling. So, and hold, cancels, withdrawing is roughly the same thing. They've chosen not to sell at this time. Now I'm going to jump over to condos. Unit sales are up 27.3%. So again, 14 is not a lot of numbers, not a lot of houses or condos, but look, we only have 21 in stock. It's not as if we have hundreds of units. I'm going to show you a different chart in a little bit that'll kind of speak to this. Median sales price on condos are up 10%, or at 322,500. If we look at the days on market, consistent with single family homes, almost 2 months. Sales to list price 97.6, and then original list price 96.7. So again, this is a case of homes that are not having a price reduction. On average, they're getting almost 98% of what was asked. And then in this case, they probably had one or more price reductions. So then we look over here, 35.7% of the homes are going over ask. So those are the ones that are pulling these numbers up here on average. And then we have less than 3 months supply. Again, that's driving stable prices in our market. Median sales price per square foot is down. Then we come down here to sold within 30 days, 21%, got asking or above. Sold within 60 days of listing, 57%, which has 21% included in it. Likewise, the 86 includes the 57. Here's the thing. If you look at these, you begin to realize, like the single family homes, we have a percentage that are staying on the market. either forever or what seems like forever, I'm sure, for that seller and the agent, or they're being withdrawn, canceled, expiring. Interesting. These are folks that are weighing their desire to move with getting a specific price. And I'm not going to begrudge anyone that has to get a certain number out of their house, but if the market isn't giving it to them, when we see inventory being absorbed, the price is wrong. In other words, if we're in a recession and we're seeing this number up here, the unit sales drop while inventory is doubling, tripling, quadrupling, well, then it makes sense. Some folks are simply not going to sell. But when you have people that are actually in the market and you have an inventory that's less than 6 months, in this case, less than 3 months, 14% of the product out there, 14% of the homes are simply not selling because the price is wrong, or the condition is not commensurate with the price. Is it a house that needs a lot of work? Buyers are very choosy right now. They're not willing to do stuff that isn't commensurate with the price. A fixer is selling, but the price has to be right in relationship to the work that needs to be done. I'm going to jump over to this other chart, which I really like. This sort of puts it in a almost analog kind of a speedometer sort of graph. It's a strong seller's market still. Can't change that until we get more inventory on the market. And if we look over here, this is the chart I wanted to show you. In 2019, so this is before the pandemic hit, here's March 20, here's where our inventory was. It dropped, then it went back up, and then COVID hit. And you just see that we go on this long, slow decline as people make all these purchases during COVID. Same thing, bit of a roller coaster. But if we come all the way over to here where we are today, this inventory is nothing compared to where we were before we hit COVID, the COVID skid. And our interest rates are about the same. They're maybe a percentage higher today than they were then. But this is a result of so many people having 2 and 3 and 4% interest rates that are saying, I'm not going to trade my low mortgage interest rate on the house I have and go buy something else where my interest rate's going to be higher. They're only doing that if there is some existential crisis in their family, or blessing. They're going to have a kid, they need more room, parents are going to come live with them. Maybe, on the opposite end, there's a divorce, a death, a job relocation that's prompting someone to move. Now, our market also has a lot of second homes. So if for some reason finances aren't great in the primary market, the house that they live in Los Angeles, San Francisco, Chicago, New York, Des Moines, then they're going to say, all right, get rid of the second home. And probably they've had it for a long time. So there's still equity in the property, even though they're not getting the high watermark number that we were seeing during COVID. Now, I hope this gives you some perspective of what's happening in Cathedral City. As always, I'm available to give you assistance. Don't hesitate to reach out to me. And I don't care if you're not my client. I'm happy to talk real estate with just about anybody. I love what I do, and it's a lot of fun. So there you go. You can find me on the phone number that's scrolling around the bottom. If you like what you see on the channel, please subscribe. I have a goal of having 1,000 subscribers by the end of August. I'm working hard on it, and you can help me. And I'd appreciate it if you subscribe, like this video, comment, and that's it. Have a great day.